Welcome to my tarot card reading for Spain 2015. What we have here is the opening, and the opening we have the Karma card and Yemaya. Yemaya. So what we have here, it is very obvious. We have Osokpo, a lot of obstacles, a lot of difficult times ahead. Is going to be a very chaotic energy that is going to be manifested throughout 2015 for Spain. There's not a lot to say. We already know what is happening in Spain. We know the financial situation that they are is quite dire, and the tarot cards, they came upside down, letting us know that there's no improvement. Things are going to stay or get worse. Karma card letting us know that there's going to we are going to start seeing the results of monetary policies, fiscal policies, and any other bill, project, or whatever it is that was passed during 2014. Sorry. So that's what we have. Let's pay close attention to the rest of the reading. We have here the Six of Wands, Jupiter, Leo, the Seven of Cups with Moon Scorpio. In astrology, some people say that the Moon in Scorpio, it is predicting disasters, accidents. It's like a bad omen. Some people, they see it that way. Jupiter, Leo, Jupiter. Jupiter is the great benefactor, but the problem with Jupiter is that he likes to make things bigger of what they really are. So when Jupiter is close to whatever planet is, or whatever energy it is close to, he's going to magnify it. So we already know what the tarot cards are saying already. So we have to expect during 2015 for Spain things to get worse. Okay, we are not going to see anything getting better during 2015 for Spain. Okay, we have the rest of the reading here for 2015 Spain. The first trimester for Spain is all about collapse. All about collapse. That's what it is all about. And the collapse is reinforced due to the sun, which is upside down. A collapse. So notice that the kid, the baby, is in a horse, and in an upright position. It really manifests innocence, happiness. But this happiness is because there is innocence there. We still don't know the real world. Now the walls have collapsed. Now we know the world as it is. Now it's up to us how happy we're going to be. That's how it is in life. But we're noticing here that there is a collapse going on during the first trimester of 2015, my dear Spain. Okay? By the second trimester, the tarot cards are saying that second trimester is heavily marked by an imbalance. There is a shaky economy, finances. There is going to be difficulties financially, economically. Okay, that's what we have so far. For the third trimester, the tarot cards are talking about a waiting time. The government or the people, whoever it is, but the nation is in expectation. There's a time period that they're going to be waiting for something. What is that something? More money from the IMF, more money from whatever it is. Are they waiting news from the Troika? We have to pay attention. Okay, but they're waiting for news, expectation. And then the Six of Staff, which in many books it represents victory. I have to disagree today with this reading, because as soon as I saw it, something very deep inside me just told me, nope, That's not what it means. What it means is ships that are being guided to the slaughterhouse. That's been very dramatic, but that's what they told me. And that's the dynamic that we have for the last trimester for Spain. We have to pay attention what is going on, that we are seeing like a march of sheep going into the slaughterhouse. We have to pay attention. But when we put all this in vertical and horizontal axis, what we have is this march is towards an economic meltdown, where things start crumbling down. Is that what it is? An imbalance, and we're walking towards that direction. We have to pay attention. Then this vertical axis is about news. What news? There is a collapse, a waiting time. Does it mean that they knew that this was going to happen? Does this mean that they are expecting this collapse anytime soon during 2015? Is that what it means? We have to pay attention during 2015 and see how things develop. Here we have the existential vortex, as I call it, and we have the Hierophant or the Pope with the Four of Cups. And this vortex is talking about this feeling of apathy that is falling into the nation, this feeling of indifference. But this feeling of indifference is pushing them into independence, separation, sigma. So does this mean that there's going to be a bigger wave of Spanish that want the separation of Spain from the rest of the Union? We have to pay attention, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, okay? That's what we have so far for Spain 2015. Okay, we have here what I call the trilogy, and the trilogy is composed by the Six of Staff, the Five of Staff, and the Nine of Pentacles. And this is a march, and this is the Five of Staff that is informing us of fight. But this time is a very strong, heavy, heated fight, argument. It could be upheavals, protests, marches. The thing is that what it sounds to me is like there's going to be a lot of people marching against the government. There's going to be a confrontation between the government and the people. That's how it smells like. Okay, there's the tarot cards are also saying that there is going to be for Spain is a period of analysis, and they're analyzing and contemplating their financial situation. Okay, an examination, test, whatever it is, but they're analyzing, studying their financial situation. That's the environment. But at the same time, that environment is the one that is creating this anxiety and this confrontation of people marching, protesting, upheavals, strikes, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's what we have so far for Spain 2015. I don't know if I mentioned that there's also a high possibility of terrorist attack, if we can call it terrorist attack, but there's going to be some kind of explosion in a building, obviously. So we have to pay attention with that. And the building feels like it's very close to the train. If there's trains in Spain, I guess there are trains. That's what it feels like. And it's close to like a parking lot. Anyhow, that's what we have here for 2015 Spain. Okay, I left behind this, but we have news, and then we have the Two of Swords. It's letting us know that there are news, people are waiting, the Spanish or the government is waiting for news, but at the same time they are on a very defensive mode. They are blinded. It's like they want to know, but at the same time they don't want to know. Okay, it's like they are blind to reality, and they're very defensive. Okay. Now we have the last portion, which is the Two of Cups, Saint Anthony of Egypt representing the Hermit, and the Ten of Swords. And this is again talking about split, separation, independence. So is this talking about what is going on in Spain with Catalonia? We have to pay attention to that. But the other way around is, does it mean that Spain finally decided to split and separate from the European Union? The possibility is there, because the tarot cards are talking about all this dynamic. And notice that St. Anthony is giving the back and is doing a search, but Ten of Swords is about being martyr. Therefore, it's like Spain takes a route in life, or during 2015, that is seen as martyrdom. Does it mean that they are aware what it means to split from European Union, and they finally separate, and that's why they're martyrs, because they know what are the consequences? Or they simply decide to stick to it and become martyrs because anyhow they are aware of the economic collapse, the economic meltdown. The thing is that whatever happened during 2015 regarding fiscal and monetary policies, we're going to start seeing the results unfolding during 2015. And that's what we have for Spain 2015, and have a good one.